The Clinical Evaluation of Language Fundamentals 2, or the Celf P2, is a standardized test which has a purpose of assessing language skills and identifies language deficits in preschool-age children aged 3 years 0 months to 6 years 11 months. The authors of this test are Eleanor Semmel, Elizabeth Wigg, and Wayne Secord, and was published in 2004. The test includes 11 subtests which evaluate any skill areas that a child might have in his or her expressive and receptive language. Each subtest has their own separate scores, and they include sentence structure, word structure, expressive vocabulary, concepts and following directions, recalling sentences, basic concepts, word classes, receptive and expressive, descriptive pragmatics profile, and a pre-literacy rating scale. Diagnosticians can calculate a child's core language score from these subtests. Only 3 subtests need to be administered to obtain a core language score. The test package includes the examiner's manual, which includes information of the purpose, design, development, reliability, validity, and normative data, as well as guidelines for scoring all subtests and directions for interpreting performance. Stimulus Book 1 is a spiral-bound easel with tabbed dividers for each subtest. A visual stimulus faces the child, while information needed to administer the test item faces the diagnostician. Stimulus Book 2 is a small, easy-to-manipulate book filled with illustrations for the story for the recalling sentences in context subtest. The record form contains test item choices, space for recording responses, test results, item analysis, and a behavioral observation checklist. Each subtest has its own section on the record form with scoring directions for each subtest, repetition directions, and discontinue rules. The checklist contains the pre-literacy rating scale on one side and the descriptive pragmatic profile on the other, which is filled out by either the teacher, a guardian, or the diagnostician. The Concepts and Following Directions stimulus sheet is a laminated sheet that includes the verbal stimuli for the concepts and following directions subtest items. It should be placed beside the record form as an alternative to reading from the stimuli form from the Stimulus Book 1. The Celf P2 should be administered in a quiet, well-lit room that is free from interruptions and distractions, and should take about 15 to 20 minutes to administer. Subtest 1, Sentence Structure, evaluates the child's ability to interpret spoken sentences of increasing length and complexity. Let's look at these pictures. I am going to point to the picture that shows I can eat this. Point to the picture that shows it smells good. Subtest 2, Word Structure, evaluates the child's ability to apply morphological markers and to select and use appropriate pronouns to refer to people, objects, and possessive relationships. I'm going to show you some pictures and say some things about them. I want you to help me by finishing some of the things I say. Let's try one. Here is a boy and here is a girl. Let's try another one. Finish what I say. This boy is standing. This boy is
sitting.
Good job. This girl has 2 cats. This girl has 2
Dog.
This girl has 2 cats. This girl has 2
Dog.
I want you to say dogs. Finish what I was saying. This girl has 2
Dogs.
Good. Subtest 3, Expressive Vocabulary, evaluates the child's ability to label illustrations of people, objects, and actions. Look at this picture. This is a bird. Look at this picture. What is this?
Sock.
Subtest 4, Concepts and Following Directions, evaluates the child's ability to interpret spoken directions and identify targeted objects while remembering names, characteristics, and order of mention of pictures. Now I'm going to show you some more pictures. This time I will say go when I want you to point. Do not point until I say go. Ready? Point to the dog. Go. Good job. Now look at these pictures. There are big animals and little animals. Point to the little cat. Go. Subtest 5, Recalling Sentences, evaluates the child's ability to listen to and repeat sentences without changing word meaning, inflection, morphology, or syntax. I'm going to say something to you. I want you to listen carefully and say exactly what I say. Let's try one. The dog is eating his food.
The dog is eating his food.
Good job. Let's try another. Remember to listen carefully and say exactly what I say. What is in the box?
What is in the box?
Subtest 6, Basic Concepts, evaluates the child's knowledge of concepts of direction, dimension, position, number, quantity, and equality. Look at these children. This is a baby. The baby is little. This is a girl. She is little too. And this is a boy. The boy is big. Look at the children again. Point to the one who is big. Good job. Subtest 7, Word Classes, evaluates the child's ability to perceive relationships between words that are related by semantic class features and to express those relationships. I'm going to say some words and show you some pictures. Two of the words go together. Look and listen as I say the words. Bread, apple, shoe. Bread and apple are the two words that go together best. Bread and apple go together because they are things you can eat. They are both types of food. Two of these words go together. Look and listen carefully to the words I say, then tell me the two words that go together. Cat, lamp, dog.
Cat and dog.
How do the words cat and dog go together?
They are animals.
Good job. Subtest 8, Recalling Sentences in Context, evaluates the child's ability to repeat the sentences without changing word meanings, morphological markers, or syntax. We are going to read a story together. No juice. Mom and the children were getting ready for lunch. Mom and Amy were making sandwiches and salad. Mark was setting the table, and Billy was looking for mustard and apple juice. Billy looked in the refrigerator. No mustard, no juice, he said. I can't find them. What did Billy say?
No milk.
Billy said, I can't find them. What did Billy say?
I can't find them.
Good. Subtest 9, Phonological Awareness. Within this subtest, tasks are broken into sections such as compound words, syllable blending, sentence segmentation, syllable segmentation, rhyme detection, and rhyme production. This is a demonstration of sentence segmentation. Clap your hands like this. Let's try another one. Good job. I will clap each time I say a word. I like cats. I clapped 3 times, once for each word. Now you try. Say, I like cats, and clap your hands as you say each word.
I like cats.
Good job.